Libya's top representatives pouring in for what was expected to be a landmark event. This could be one of the most historical sessions of the Libyan People's National Congress, the equivalent of a parliament in other countries. 32 years ago, the Libyan leader Muammar Gaddafi instituted two major ideas. Power and wealth should be in the hands of people. Today, these two questions are put to the people of Libya to answer to. Do they like the government to be abolished, and do they want the oil wealth to be directly distributed to the people? The event, however, took another direction. When the Libyan leader showed up with all his usual flair, he had with him a guest who was nothing to do with the subject of sharing out the country's wealth. Italian Prime Minister Silvio Berlusconi was there to talk about healing the wounds of Italy's colonial past in Libya. Even in his speech, Gaddafi did not touch on the subject. The people's representatives took the hint, and the redistribution of the country's oil wealth lost its previous urgency. It's over a year now since the idea was first discussed by Gaddafi. That was a time when oil was touching $150 a barrel, when there was nothing on the horizon to suggest a drop to the current price of less than $50. Libya exports over 1.8 million barrels a day. With last year's historic rise in the price of oil, Libya enjoyed a surplus of $6 billion. With such riches, Gaddafi could afford to be generous, promising to distribute around half of that amount to the people. For the 1 in 4 Libyans who live below the poverty line, it was welcomed news. But the proposed package deal loses its appeal when oil prices drop like they have at the moment. In return of a share of the oil money, the people would forfeit their right to medical care and other traditional public services. The people have mixed feelings about it. Some didn't even want to comment.
None of all that will happen. This is a lie.
We think the distribution of wealth is good. You can see the state of the souk. No one is selling or buying anything. People are poor. We don't only wish the distribution of wealth, we also want those who steal our wealth to be punished.
We just hear about it, but we've been waiting for many years to have a promised share. But it's just like other things that never happen. Wealth or no wealth, people are tired and confused. Just leave us the way we were.
With no major final decision expected of this present parliament session, the idea of redistributing Libya's oil wealth appears to be on the back burner, until circumstances change or Libya's leadership changes its mind. Mohamed Vall, Al Jazeera, Sirte, Libya.